Alright, and we are back.
You've worked so hard. Now it's my turn. This will be easy peasy. Subaru?
That's a phrase I haven't heard in a long time.
Subaru?
Sorry. Mealy, you're amazing.
I seriously think that she doesn't just think about defeat the moment things start to go south. But it makes sense considering there is no second chance for Amelia. Or for anyone else. In my arrogance, I had forgotten that fact and been too eager to sacrifice my life. How foolish I was.
That's how it's always been for everybody. We all fight and struggle as long as we live.
In that moment,
Subaru! Miss Amelia! That voice!
You caught up!
Yes! We may be a bit late, but Subaru's REM has arrived.
Looks like we got here just in time. Thank you, Ricardo Welkin.
If you want to thank someone, thank the mistress for me. She'll love it. She ordered the main forces of Iron Fang to join you guys.
Woohoo! That's right. It's all thanks to my lady.
Big sis, it's dangerous if you keep jumping around on the coachman's seat.
Hey, Darrell, you're such a scaredy cat. You'll never grow up to be big and strong. Watch and learn.
Big sis,
Ricardo! And Mimi, too! You picked up Rem and Crochet for us?
Anastasia is amazing. Subaru, we can do it.
Yeah! Mealy and the Iron Fang. Now Rem and Crochet, too!
the situation that seems so hopeless now is turning around. I grip my fist tightly with hope.
Now we can fight!
Once Melty's surgery ends, the people in the back should be able to join too.
Mealy, let's do this! The objective is to buy time for the surgery to finish.
Right. The look you have on your face now suits you much better, Subaru.
You're making me blush. Listen up, everyone! We're entering the final phase of the battle. Our objective is to stall them. We have to buy time until the surgery is finished. To everyone who is fighting alongside us, and to those at the Royal Capital who are fighting where we can't. This wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for every one of you. Thank you all. I know it's still too early to say thanks. Damn it, I know that better than anyone. But I just had to say it. Once we take care of everything, the royal selection will finally begin. Then we'll be back to being enemies. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We'll fight it out fair and square. Now, let's start the final battle!
Save your progress. Man, I'm mad at myself for not going a little bit further.
Saving. All right. Charge! The big one's mine!
don't just go charging in yet. We need a plan.
You don't get it, Hatero. These things are all about momentum, so let's charge!
Not so fast, Mimi. Momentum is indeed important, but when coordinating with a group, we must agree on some key points before making any moves.
That's true. Some of us are fighting together for the first time, so we need to hash it out before charging in.
Okay then. Mimi will wait for now. Don't talk too long. Keep it short.
Very well. We lack the time for such idle conversation anyway. Let us keep this brief. Subaru Natsuki, there are several things I must confirm before we engage in battle.
Like
To
what?
begin with, how long do you require we stall for you? We should know at least that much before we begin combat.
That's true. It's important to know the amount of time we need to buy before we fight.
Yeah, good point. Our goal here isn't to kill Wolf or Puka. It's strictly to buy time for Melty's operation. As long as we accomplish that, a lot of our problems will be solved. I can't say for Wolf, but I'm sure we can talk things out with Solemn. And Puka, too.
They appeared to be kind-hearted when they helped that lost child reunite with her parents.
Our real enemy is Sakura, and her mother backing her. Since Wolf is actually Solemn, I want to avoid killing him if possible.
We may not have the luxury of avoiding it, but we should confirm with Ferris and the others how much time they shall need.
You're right, Cruce. We can't really make plans without a standard to base them on. Sorry, Ferris. Or would you mind giving us your input?
As the door opens, the scented blood leaks out of the dragon carriage. Ferris and the other are working out on the operation solemnly. Even Ram looks tense as she provides support. Right now they're working to open Melty's throat, cutting out the part blocking her esophagus. I may not know much about medical science, but even I know having a functioning throat is vital. One mistake could end up costing Melty her life. Not to mention, this is Ferris' first time performing surgery. Despite the divine protection of Windbreak, Ferris must be exhausted from the long carriage ride. The same as also goes for Julius and Ram, who are supporting the effort. I expected this, but I still can't find the words to speak as the scene unfolded before me.
Sorry, Subaru. I'm busy right now.
Right. Sorry.
Just as I'm about to close the door.
Subaru Natsuki, regardless of the situation at hand, some questions must be asked. We cannot act without this information. It would only end with the situation growing worse. Do not mistake this for kindness.
I can answer for Ferris. If there's something you need to know, please ask me.
That is correct. Barisu, your complete disregard for propriety is one of your few good qualities. Modesty doesn't suit you.
Ram.
Apologies, Barisu. I take that back. I do not actually consider it to be a good quality, and you really should learn to be modest.
Did you really need to take it back? I was actually feeling a bit moved just now. Anyway, thanks to you, I think I'm back to my usual self. This is my first time seeing a live surgery, so I feel a little anxious.
I understand how you feel, Subaru. I doubt I could keep calm if it weren't for my ability.
I'm sorry, Subaru. Barry was a bit terse with you earlier. Julius should be able to answer most of it. Would you mind handling this for me?
Of course. I will handle the questions. You focus on the surgery, Ferris. What would you like to know, Subaru?
I want to know the progress of the operation, including how much longer you think it'll take.
To be honest, the surgery has been a struggle. It's been about 4 hours since we started, but it could take another hour before we finish.
An hour?
Surgery takes time. Complicated ones could easily take 10 hours even or more. Considering that the fact that Ferris' operation could only take 5 hours is incredible. But still. As quickly as possible. Prioritizing her condition.
Gotta think about this. Well, surgeries tend to take a while. If we're looking at another hour or so, I think we've got a good shot. It's gonna be tough holding them off for a whole hour, though.
I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. An hour is nothing.
Don't worry. Mimi's got this.
We'll do what we can, so the rest of you just focus on your work.
You guys. Looks like Anastasia has a good thing going on in her camp. Right. Julius? Melty's surgery is the #1 priority. We'll hold them off. Probably. Well, maybe.
Yeah, hold up. Why did Mew sound so uncertain? Of course Mew will be fine with Miss Cruce at your side.
That is right, Ferris. I vow to keep this dragon carriage safe. Focus upon the surgery without worry.
Cruce's team is amazing too! Why do you look so happy, Mealy?
Oh, it's nothing. I just thought it was strange. We're all supposed to be competing against each other for the throne, right? But here we are, working together. I feel like we can accomplish anything easy peasy.
You don't hear that
Pretty
phrase often.
soft.
But I get what you mean.
All things considered, everyone here is a good person, and they're all amazing.
No, not just those here.
We were able to find a way to help Melty and the others thanks to Anastasia, Fell, and Priscilla. Priscilla might be a bit questionable, but perhaps the priestesses were chosen because they each had qualities that made them fit to be a ruler.
It's reassuring to know they have our backs, but I'm gonna feel conflicted facing off against them in the royal selection.
But they're on our side now. It's like having an army at your back.
Mealy, you're amazing! I'm gonna strive to be a positive thinker like you.
Oh, Subaru, there you go being silly again. You're making fun of me, aren't you?
No, not at all. I really do want to take a page from your book. You're right. They're incredible allies to have at our side right now. Besides, there's no point in worrying about the future until we get through this. Anyway, Ferris, we've got this handled, so stay focused on the operation.
I'm already working on it, so stop distracting me.
Sorry, got a little excited. All right, we know how much time we need to buy now. Now we need to discuss how exactly we're gonna slow them down to do that.
Subaru Natsuki, I must speak before we consider the details of our plan. There are two things for us to address. Have you noticed?
Two things? You mean there's something else besides stopping those guys?
That's right. Huka's fire is tremendously powerful. We cannot face it without some means of extinguishing it.
You're right.
The grasslands are burning all over because of Puka flames. If we don't do something, it'll all end up a wasteland. There's a possibility that the fire will reach the dragon carriage Melty's in. This group collective power is nothing to scoff at. They definitely give Wolf and Puka a run for their money, but that's only if they focus on holding those two off.
If we have to split our resources between dealing with the fire and stopping them, it's gonna be tough.
But we cannot simply ignore those fires.
The smoke will be an issue as well. It will be difficult to continue the surgery without fresh air. The quasi-spirits may be able to slow them down to a degree, but only for a short time.
Right.
In a fire, the smoke can be scarier than the actual flame. I remember hearing that most fire-related deaths are caused by carbon monoxide poisoning. Not to mention that we're operating on Melty's throat right now. We should definitely keep the smoke away from her.
I may be able to put out the fires, but it's a bit rough for me to deal with right now. It would have been better if it was earlier in the day, but now I'm feeling a bit sleepy. You wouldn't want me to be incapable of protecting Leah if she's ever in danger, right?
Of course not! Just make sure Mealy is safe, Puck!
I may not be nearly as adept as the Great Spirit, but I can put fires out with my water magic too.
Yes, Hatero would be perfect for that.
Yeah! Hatero can be a firefighter!
Would you mind?
Not at all. However, I may not be able to help much in battle if I focus on putting out the fires.
That's understandable. Someone needs to put those fires out.
Although, come to think of it, it's gonna be tough without Hatero with us. We won't be able to use that attack.
When Mimi and Hatero go wah together, it's super powerful! It'll stink if we can't use it.
It should be okay, big sis. I'll be sure to stay near you while putting out the fires.
Oh, okay. As long as you're near Mimi, we can go wah together. No.
Okay. Be sure to stay near Mimi while fighting those fires, Hatero. What is this wah she's talking about?
It's an attack called the Resonance Wave. When Mimi and Hatero roar together, it becomes very powerful.
Resonance? So it's an attack that uses supersonic waves, like some sort of sonic weapon?
I don't know what super what's it is, but like I said, it's a roar attack.
Yeah! Mimi and Hatero go wah! Then it goes boom!
What kind of explanation is that? though. I guess I get it. Anyway, we'll leave the fire to Heitaro. We're counting on you.
Right. I will do my best.
Okay? I think we can finally start talking about the specifics for our plan to stop those guys now.
Indeed. Let us get to the main topic, Subaru Natsuki.
Now, how exactly should we stop them? Make a protective wall of ice. Support with healing magic.
Now
What? What?
With a lineup like this, why don't we skip the gimmicks and fight fair and square?
Yeah! Gimmick schmimmick!
Now wait just a minute. Wolf is a powerful foe, plus he's pretty much the opposite of fair and square. Going in without a plan would only put ourselves at more of a risk. We need to be very careful with how we approach this.
I agree with Subaru Natsuki. After all, our opponent can absorb mana and constantly heal as well. A drawn-out battle will be in their favor. We must keep this in mind.
That's right. An extended battle is exactly what they want, considering they can heal as much as they wish. Also, there's no guarantee the surgery will end when we hope. It's very possible that this won't end quickly. In which case, we'll need some healing magic ourselves. We can't count on Ferris for that, can we?
Of course not. Miss Melty's operation takes highest priority.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm sorry, Subaru. As I've said before, I'm not very good at healing magic.
It's not your fault, Mealy. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses.
There is that, but in Miss Amelia's case, it is more a matter of incompatibility. Miss Amelia works best with fire mana, which controls heat, but healing magic requires water mana.
Wait, hold up.
Not that one cannot use healing mana unless they are tuned to water mana, but...
Doesn't Amelia use ice? Why the frick does she use fire?
But she won't be as good at it compared to the types of magic she's more suited for?
Yes.
So it may not be an ideal fit, but she can use it if needed. And just to be clear, the ones who can use healing magic here are Rem and...
Me! I can! Mimi will work hard, too!
Oh, you can too, Mimi?
Leave the healing to Mimi.
Subaru, I may not be a great healer, but I'll still do my best. Rem will as well.
You guys... Alright, so we've got some reliable healers on our side, too!
It seems so. Now we can fight to our heart's content.
Is there anything else we need to talk about?
I don't think so. Do you feel like we missed something?
Yeah, I think we need some sort of fallback plan if things go south. We're dealing with monsters that can heal as much as they please. With Heitaro focusing on containing the fire, we won't be fighting at full capacity. To be honest, another ally joining us would be ideal.
What? You don't think we can handle it?
Sorry, but we really shouldn't underestimate their endless healing abilities.
Or the fact that they can absorb mana.
I hope I'm just being overly cautious here, but I want to be prepared just in case.
Subaru Natsuki, I understand your sentiment, but our resources are limited. There is no point in asking for what we cannot have.
Crochet has a point. By excluding Ferris, there's someone else who can be of help too. Ask Ram for her help. Leave it to Julius.
I think... Hey, Julius.
What is it, Subaru?
If things end up getting real bad, could I ask you to help out?
Of course. I will do what I can if that happens.
Wow, I'm impressed. You didn't even hesitate. It actually would have been more charming if you got all flustered or panicked.
Sorry to disappoint. As a knight, I have a duty to remain collected at all times. I must abide by my duty in order to keep the citizens we protect from feeling anxious or afraid.
Again, with the seriousness! You could try going for a laugh or...
Subaru Natsuki, what are you trying to accomplish? Do you not have a request for Julius Euclius?
Sorry, Crochet.
Crochet, why do you always say everyone's last name and first name?
Julius, there's an important task that only you
Oh,
can do.
I get it now. She's saying it as she is formal.
Do tell. I will do everything in my power to help.
Basically, I want you to be our final weapon. If everything starts to fall apart in the end, could we ask for your help? We'll do our best to prevent that from happening, of course.
Okay then. If that happens, I will not hesitate to join the fight. Just say the word.
I will. Thanks, Julius.
But he won't be able to help for long. After all, Melty's surgery is top priority. If I need Julius to help, it will have to wait until the very, very end. I gotta remember that.
Barisu, are you finished? I'd like to close the carriage door now.
Yes, keeping the door open will affect Miss Melty's surgery.
You're right. It would defeat the purpose of sanitizing the carriage in the first place.
Now, Barisu, we will continue to focus on the surgery.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Subaru. I don't think I can offer much help.
What are you talking about? There's something only you can do. Just focus on that. I'm counting on you to watch over Melty, Tiga.
Right. You take care of those two, Subaru.
Of course. You can count on me.
Subaru Natsuki. They are approaching. There is no more time to talk.
You're right. We're done talking here. So now's the time for action.
Okay, here we go. I'll do my best.
Rem will not hold back.
I am ready as well.
I'm ready to go, Subaru.
Me too.
All right then, everyone. Let's stop Wolf and Puka.
To the mission. Alright, with that being said and done, thank you for watching and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.